Hi, and welcome to the 5th chapter of our Craft CMS tutorial on file systems and assets. My name is Jay Barclay, and we run Red Acorn Agency, a proud member of the Craft Partnership Program. All right, let's begin. The first step in creating a file system is to create the directories that will hold our assets, such as images, audio files, and PDF files. Switching to VS Code, we're going to go to our web folder, right-click, and select New Folder. Name it Assets. Now right-click on the Assets folder, select New Folder again, and name it General. Now let's repeat this a couple of more times, creating a folder for audio files. Right-click again, and create another folder for PDF files. Now let's go back to the control panel and click File Systems. Click New File System. Let's name it General. Leave the file system type to local folder and turn on the Files in this file system have public URLs option. For the base URL, let's type in @web/assets/general. For the base path, type @webroot/assets/general and go ahead and save. We have our first file system called General. Now let's repeat that for our audio files and for our PDF files. Click New File System again. Let's call it Audio. Again, turn on the Files in this file system have public URLs option. For the base URL, /web/assets/audio. For base path, /webroot/assets/audio. Go ahead and save. And now for the PDF folder, type in PDF, turn on the option, web/assets/PDF, and webroot/assets/PDF for the base path field. Let's go ahead and save. And now we should have 3 different file systems, one for audio, one for general. Now general will be the folder where we will hold all of our images, and another for PDF files. At this point, it's a good idea to specifically define the values for the @web and @webroot aliases for security purposes. To do so, open up your general.php file in the config folder. And in the general config section, define the 2 aliases like so. Now that we've set up our file system, let's set up our asset folders. To do so, go back to our control panel and click Assets. Let's create our first folder, or volume, by clicking on the New Volume button. Let's name it General. Handle will be auto-populated. For the asset file system, go ahead and select the general file system that we had created just before. Leave the transfer file system as is. And in the field layout area, go ahead and drag the alternative text field and put it right below the file title field. Go ahead and click Save. And we've just created our first assets folder. Let's repeat that for our 2 other folders. For our audio folder, and for our PDF files folder. Let's see if we set up everything right. Let's go back to the settings page and click on the new Assets option. Now, if you do not see the option, simply type admin/assets in the address bar. From here, let's go ahead and test on upload. Click Upload Files button. Select the file that you want to test with. Click Open. Now you should see the name of the file as well as the thumbnail. Let's go ahead and click on the name. Now you could see the title of the file and a place where you could add an alternative text. You could also view the file on a browser, download, or replace the file. I'm going to type in the alternative text, lovely cat, and click Save. Craft also comes with its own image editor. You can activate it by simply hovering over the thumbnail and clicking on the Edit Image button. Before we move on, let's review what Craft calls content types. There are 4: assets, entries, globals, and custom fields. They're also collectively known as elements. Now, we just covered the first content type, assets, and we'll dive into the others in upcoming chapters. And that's it for Chapter 5 on File Systems and Assets. In our next chapter, we'll cover setting up tags and categories. See you then.